Flyer Scotsman. Hornby 00 model, or 00 gauge Hornby model I should say. I'm sure most of us in modern railway land have at least seen, if not owned, one of these, at least one of these in our lifetimes. Super, this is the more recent tender drive, loco drive one. Was it tender drive? No, tender was a free rolling. Loco drive one. And was purchased last year, almost a year ago now, when I went to the Telford Steam Railway Model Railway Show. Met up with Brian at LCF Finniton Central, and yeah, had a wonderful day. Bought that from Dave Adel Trains, and oh blimey, yes. Then in the afternoon, actually ended up seeing the real thing. I didn't know I was going to do that day. I didn't have any plans to do that day, but ended up seeing the real engine over at the Severn Valley, and yeah, so yeah. And of course I have my Mallard t-shirt on today, because today is, or would have been, had he still been alive, it'd be quite incredible at this age, but Sir Nigel Gresley's 150th birthday. Yes, the great designer who worked also for the Great Northern Railway. He worked for the LNWR, I believe, in the carriage and wagon works beforehand. But yes, worked for the Great Northern, then LNER designing the A1s, became the A3s, and became the A4s later. As well as many other locos, a lot less, some a lot less glamorous. You know, the J50 and J39 freight engines, a tank engine, and you know, and a 060 tender engine. So yes, 150 years, happy birthday, Sir Nigel. So there's a really useful segue in that, because another country, as many of you know, tied to the channel, and you know the things behind me and everything, that my big interest in foreign railways is Japanese trains, Japanese railways. But you know, there's many other countries around the world that have contributed to railway history in their own ways, in some quite significant ways. The one I'm thinking of today is Germany. Now, in Germany there was the Flying Hamburger, which was a fast diesel service that inspired Gresley to try and push. He considered he could get a steam engine to do similar timings on the LNER route, and that's what led to the A4. Obviously, Gresley was succeeded by Edward Thompson, a much misunderstood, well, misrepresented, I think, engineer, but in turn he was succeeded by Arthur Peppercorn, who designed the A1. Now, all this is sort of development of a Gresley engine, because you have the A1 Great Northern that Thompson then rebuilds. A very touchy subject for some, that is. It just happened to be the next one that went into the works. He requested the next A1 in the works. I want to do something with it. But Peppercorn deferred that design and made his own A1s, and this is the engine we now, well, class of engines that we now know through the new build Tornado. So Tornado exists, and you can trace it right back through. Now, Tornado's boiler was built in Germany. So yes, useful segue, because here today we're to talk about an engine, as the title of the video suggests, about an engine made in Germany for Japanese government railways. This goes back prior to National Railways. This goes right back in time, and this was a listing on Footplate I was put onto last weekend. It's already out of the box, so it's from the Kawai Railway company. It is KP163. It is a B6 locomotive with some freight cars. You get an instruction sheet here, because there are various extra details and things to go on. We're not going to worry about those today. I'm just going to get the engine on the track and make sure it runs and everything. And see it running around. But yeah, there's the set. So that loco was made in Germany for Japanese government railways, and he got the set of freight cars there. I rather fancy that should be there and that should be there, looking at how squashed in that is, but you know, we'll sort that out. And also there's lots of brake van. So, without further ado then, let's get you down to the track side. Yeah, and just to note, obviously this time next week, the layout will not be in here. It will be set up ready at the Coventry Covrail, in Coventry Model Railway Show. That's happening next weekend, next Saturday. Sorry, not next week, just the Saturday. So if you want to come see it in person, then please do, be my guest. Sorry for deciding to flat. I've not had a great day at work, so I'm doing my best here. Hopefully running a nice new engine might push me a bit. Just while we're talking about, we're celebrating a British locomotive designer today, just wanted to say as well, I'm working on what should become my UK layouts. So yes, because I go so full on with things, I burn myself out a bit. I'm a little bit burnt out from all of this at the minute as well, so that's not helping. But I wanted to just say, look, if I'm flat, real rubbish day. I know it's honest, and my mojo's a little bit burnt out. But I'm looking at me using the opportunity to look at what I want to do for a UK layout. I've had some great little ideas. Obviously, as before, doesn't affect this. This is staying. There's more to come. There's more to do. I'm just haven't run any trains this week yet. Since the I ran a couple. Actually, not so fair. At the beginning of the week, I did run some. But yeah, so it's hard because I'm too intense on myself, and I need to learn not to be. But hey, I'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, let's get this engine on the track. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to get the loco now. It's an 062 as well. I have no idea how well this runs or if it runs at all, but we shall find out. If it doesn't run at all, it's going to be a bit of a short box, isn't it? Right, so let's just see how we get on. That's a good start. Come on. I must say, I'm not a fan of the noise it's making. But there we are. Now there's one of these preserved. I think there's at least one of them preserved at the Omi Railway Park. So you can go and see one in real life. We'll try and do. Yeah, that brake van should have been in the lower quadrant, not the upper quadrant. Do wish shops would just take a little bit more care when they're packing things away. There's something clearly forced in. You can damage detailing and things, can't it? Alright. Go all the trains away. And send this one off and see what it does. Oh. Come on. Come on. The main thing is it does work. So yeah, so I'll leave it running like that for a bit, and then come back to it, and we can see how it's loosened up maybe after a bit of running. So what was the card say it came with it? Operation is excellent. Yeah. So there's no working light in this. I didn't expect there to be one, I will be honest. Yeah, I'll see how it gets on after a bit of this. So we'll come back in a bit. Okay, so handheld cam. It's going a bit better now. Not got any quieter. Yeah. Really strong work, isn't it? There you are. Something a bit different to the normal. Right. With that, I say Arigato gozaimasu. Take care of all, stay safe as well.